Hello everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. My name Dino Rimantho from Pancasila University, and today I will present my research topic, and the title is the analysis of differences in the characteristic of biopellets based on coconut coir, rice husk, and sawdust waste. The background of my study is several. Firstly, the rapid development and population growth is continue to increase, making the energy very necessary, especially in industry, service, transportation, and household activities. Moreover, energy use Indonesia still use fuel derived from fossil energy, for example, coal, natural gas, and oil, which means the availability of this fuel will become increasing. One way to improve national energy security in the long term is by reducing dependence on non-renewable fossil energy by substituting in with a new and renewable energy resource, especially biofuel, for example, as biodiesel, bioethanol, biomass, and biogas. The government has issued various basic policies to increase bioenergy use and encourage biofuel industry growth. One of which is presidential decree number 5 of 2006 regarding national energy policy. There is a need for alternative energy as an option to overcome current energy crisis. So the objective of my study first to determine whether there is a significant differences between the calorific value of two biopellets composition and to determine the composition of raw material that can produce the best quality of biopellets. Secondly, the method we'll use in our study is hypothesis test of the difference between the two average. My study has a limitation. First, the wood pellet made from coconut fiber, rice husk, and sawdust. The parameter analyzed based on Standard Nasional Indonesia 8951-2020 regarding biomass pellets for steam power plant, for example, density, water content, ash content, volatile matter, total sulfur, and heating value. The sawdust use not depend on the type of the wood. For example, we'll test for each composition. This is the composition our research. There are two compositions, A and B, and we also use standard national Indonesia as we explained before. We use 951 2020. This is several study before. Testing of biopellet characteristic was carried on the laboratory scale to determine the potential of biopellet design made. The process of making biopellet with a different material composition ratio. So the aim of this research was the characteristic of biopellet or wood pellet obtained from laboratory tests, which include several test parameters, for example, water content, ash content, volatile matter, density, fixed carbon, total sulfur, and caloric value. The result of the caloric value of the object will be carried out by testing by hypothesis of the difference between the two average to find out whether there is a real difference between the two biopellet process and the caloric value of the biopellet produced. Our research result show the value of each parameter in this table. First, this table explains the result from laboratory test and provide information that the composition A is a highest heating value around 3,495 kilocalorie per kilogram. Meanwhile, the table B explains the highest caloric value around 3,300 kilocalorie per kilogram. From this result of laboratory test, statistic analytical can be carried out using two-way ANOVA, where the decision is the data variance between caloric value of biopellet composition A and the caloric value of biopellet composition B is homogeneous. Based on this result, the proposed composition of wood pellet and alternative renewable energy includes the best proposed wood pellet composition in this result is composition A, which means 1 by 1 is the raw material. So the conclusion, our research first, the biopellet prototype was made into two processes with the raw material used, for example, coconut fiber, rice husk, and sawdust. The composition biopellet B is made in ratio of 1 by 1, and the composition biopellet B made in the ratio 1.5. So there is a significant or real difference between the average caloric value of biopellet composition A and B. So the differences in the composition ratio of the raw material used are influenced on the caloric value. The best proposed biopellet composition using the biopellet composition A, which means 1 by 1. That is my presentation, and thank you for your attention.